Okay. Class has started. Okay, we'll kick off 8:10. Gaga, please post on the group that class has started.
All right.
The tech is very funny. Tech can be very funny. When a lot of people come and say, not tech itself, it's life in general. When a lot of people come and say they want to do something and want to learn something. At least for someone like me that's been in a position where a lot of people that I meet a lot of starters or beginners in several fields, you see it time and again. Many people are not, even as when we're starting, what year was that? 2023. When we just started on Coursera. Well, why a million people that started now for cybersecurity? Over a million. And by the time we're finishing, we're about 100,000. Yeah, that's how it is. On this group, yeah, about 300 and I think 80 something people registered for the cybersecurity class. About only about 180, only about 180 of them got on the group. And out of that 180, when we started, only about 20 were consistently attending classes. So I know that is how it is.
I just dropped the message on the group.
Yeah, I should have seen it.
It's always very hard
Why is
to
it?
follow up sometimes.
Yeah, it is now. It is. It's about what you want.
Yeah, true.
It's about what you want. The question is, what do you want? Well, the internship I told you guys about that I got into the other day. We
Yeah.
had to sign an agreement now. We have to sign an agreement. If you don't finish if you don't finish the internship, you pay them $4,500 because you've made them waste money. You've made them waste money on you.
That's heavy. Oh.
Yes, now.
It means you have to be present at all times.
Of course, now. So, or you just sign it because you don't sign it at all in the first place. You just let them know that okay, I don't think I can. I'll be able to finish this training. I'll back out now. There's a lot of investment to be giving you now. There's monthly stipend. They're paying you in foreign currency. Then you're not there and saying that you cannot finish the course. Plus, they're paying the instructors that are teaching you the resources, the platforms. This one now we're using TrackMe. We're using TrackMe as a free platform. Now they're using paid platform to teach you. They're giving you paid access, everything. So
That's huge. Oh.
I don't know.
Serious business.
King George, when last did I see you in class? Is someone joining it's a different King George? A lot of them reached out to me though. For many of them that are students, they said exam has started in university. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
part of the reason why I did not be able to join. Yeah. Then there was one lady said she lost someone in her family. Mm, okay, okay. I think some others will join the class as we make progress. What I taught yesterday, What I taught yesterday, I don't know why this video did not record. Usually, I don't have to click record first before it starts recording. So, but I was surprised it did not record. So at the end of the class, I have some. I was looking for it to go and post it immediately. I couldn't find it. I knew that I'm going to have to go over that again today. We didn't cover much because most of the people that were in the class yesterday had not watched the last class. So I just did a bit and then I gave an assignment. So we'll go over that now. It should take no more than 30 minutes. We'll go over the assignment. I'll drop the assignment as well, then I'll post it. So from now on, because everybody, it so happens that right now everybody is busy. So I feel like, because I've been using style to wait, let people be around, then would, do something. But if we continue like that, then it will not work. We may end up spending probably 2 months learning what we're supposed to learn in 1 month. So what will happen now is, even if it's just one person that's in class, we'll have the class. I will drop the video on YouTube. So if you miss 3, 4 classes, if you miss 5 classes, the 5 classes are on YouTube. Go and watch the 5. Then anywhere you have question, come and drop it on the group. We'll answer you. That kind of thing. At least that would even help those that learn first or those that learn, fast to teach others and then strengthen their own hand in the process. You understand? So that's what I will do. So probably for those people that will not be attending classes, by the end of everything, it will look like a self-paced thought class because then they have to go to YouTube and watch everything. So they can watch all 5 classes or all X number of classes there on YouTube, catch up and make progress because we need to even start cohort 2 for the free class. And I know some of the people that are on the group have also indicated interest for the premium class, and those, especially the ones that have a background already, they don't want to learn this basic stuff again. Again, they've learned it so many times. They're like, okay, after when are we starting the premium? So let's make room for that. So go to your track me, open up your track me. Let me show my screen. So I've shared my screen. If you look at now, when you get into your track me dashboard, you just click on view path. Let's go and continue from where we stop. So we were in Linux fundamentals part 1. Okay. So open up your track me. All right. So I mentioned in the last class that if you want to open up start your machine on your TryHack me rather, if you want to start your machine on your TryHack me and you want to know where it is, right? The way you know is that out of all the tasks, when you see the multiple tasks in a particular room, the task that has this green icon to the right, that is where your machine is. So you just click on that. That's where your machine is. And you can see start machine. So start your machine. Just click on start machine. Oh, the button isn't down. So my machine has started up. Yours should have started as well. So we're in searching for files. Yeah, that's where we are. We finished all of this. We stopped at grep in the last class. We in the last class, we started with the find. We went over the find command, how to use find in your Kali Linux. So now I want to use grep, and I said in the last class that grep is just another form of the find command. All right, just another form. So anywhere you see grep, you can think find. Now, in our terminal has a similar reading. Terminals have a similar working pattern. There's a way they work that's like similar. They're all similar to each other, okay? And the commands as well are usually similar. So in this case, WC means word count. I told you guys in the last class. These are things that you if you don't know, you can just ask ChatGPT. I told you people as well. Using AI, you have to learn how to use AI as your co-pilot. Okay. So it's as simple as copying. You just copy this whole text like this and paste it in ChatGPT. Maybe one day I will show you guys how to do that. You just copy it, just paste it, and tell ChatGPT explain this for me, this command for me. And then you can see let it know that it's for Kali Linux too. All right. So WC is word count, right? Word count. The L here is telling you it wants to count each line, right, for this file. So count how many lines is in this file, and the file is access.log, right? So many of you might not know what a log is yet, but I told you that for now, all you need to know is that it's a type of file. Just when we have MP4 files, MP3 files, right? There is a certain type of file called .log file. Okay. So moving on, let's see, find command. Okay, yes. Now look at this find command. This one here. The find command here says, help us to find, we want to find something, okay? Let's find a file. The name of that file is password.txt. It's as simple as that. That's how you read this command. Like when you see the command, if that's what it's trying to tell the computer. So once you understand it, understanding the grep shouldn't be too difficult. Because remember, grep is just another name for what? For find. Now, this number you're seeing here is an IP address, but so that doesn't confuse us. Let's just say it's a number, and we want to look for this number now, the way it is inside this file, inside this access.log file, right? So grep means find, right? So what does this command read now? What does this command read? If grep means find, who can attempt it? Who can read this command for us? What it means? What it means to you? Somebody should try. Somebody should try.
So so from the IP address that's there, we also have like we have a date there which says 25th March 2021, and then the timing. So I think we are asked to find and then like if you look by the side, there's still like get slash http. I think that's a link to something, right?
Okay.
So I think we're asked to look for um we're asked to look for an IP address that has this information,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Inside
Thank
the
God you made
access log file.
yeah, thank God you made that attempt. Now it really helps to it helps me know where you are getting it wrong. All right. Now let's go back up. Right. That was a good attempt you made here. Now let's go back up. In this particular scenario now, they said find. We're looking for if no, let's use this other one. This one is simpler. Because I explained this in depth in the last class, but it's a bit more complicated than this one. So that's why we're using this one, all right? But look at this one now. Yeah, they said find. The command is find. Find what? A file that has a name, and the name of the file that we're looking for is what? Password.txt. Now, this whole line here is the command. So then we'll press enter. When you input this command now, you press enter. When we press enter, the next line that comes is our result. This is the result. So the result here is it found the file password.txt. And this password.txt file is where? Is inside folder 1. You get? So let's do an example quickly here. Where we are currently in our machine, right? We remember that if we list all the files that are there are 4 folders and access of log file. Look at it. All I did was the ls command, list all the files and folders that is in where we currently are in our machine, and it shows that there are 4 folders, folder 1 to folder 4, and 1 file, which is the access.log file, right? So now let's try this find command for each. If let's assume we wanted to find the access.log file, okay? If we wanted to find the access.log file, we would have done find dash name, right? Well, find a file whose name is what? Access.log. It's simple, right? So let's press enter now. Now we're just assuming we did not know that the access.log file was here, but we're looking for it. So we want to now use the find command to look for the access.log file. Okay, so we'll just use it's the same command you use here, we're using here now, but we just change the name of the file to access.log because it's access.log file we are looking for, not the passwords file. You understand? So we now need find for us a file whose name is what? Access.log. So you press enter. Look at it, it brought out the access.log file. So our command to the computer is this line here. This first line is our command. The end of that line is the end of our command. The next line is the result. See the next line here is the result of our command, right? And the next line brought out the access.log what file. I said, look at it, I found it too. But it so happens that you don't have to change folder to find it. You are in the folder where the access.log file is. That's why it's full stop that they put there instead of another name. The way they put another name here, which is folder 1. Here, they are telling you that the passwords file is inside folder 1. You are seeing it. Then folder 1 is inside another folder where you don't have to come out from. You don't have to change to, right? But in this case, you are already in there's no other folder again that you have to go out from. You are already in the place where you can find this access.log. But if that part is not clear, it doesn't need to be clear for now. The part you just need to understand is that this line here is our command, all right? And this next line is the response. So if we come down to the grep command now, let's even use this other one as an example again. The word count command, WC. It said count for us the lines, the number of lines that are in the access.log file. Word count for us the lines --l that are in the access.log file. And it tells, and this is our command, this first line. The next line is our result of the command. So after the computer has done everything, it now brings you back the result and says, look, there are 244 lines in the access.log file. Okay, so by the time we come down now to the grep command, this first line here is what? This first line here is our command.
Is the command line.
Yeah, so this second one is what? This second one that is very long.
Is the result. Like stating where the
yes. So this second one now is they have already run this command. They've already run this command in the terminal, and then the thing that gave them this results that is in the second line. So now that we know that this first line is our command and the second line is our results, who can now attempt it again? What this command is telling the computer to do for us? This grep command. What is it telling the computer to do specifically for us? Emerald, you said your Linux refused. Emerald, you said your Linux refused to open because they say you need to pay to access it. Did you practice with it today? Then Unique Pro, you're not hearing me. Emerald, send a screenshot to me. Let me see on my DM. So who can try what? Who can attempt it? What does this line? What's this command telling our computer to do? This command now.
So I think it is basically telling the command is telling the computer to look for this particular IP address. How do I put it now? So it's asking
Yeah,
me to look for,
yeah, to find the IP address.
yes, in the like it's asking the computer to look for this IP address in a particular file,
In which file?
the access.log file.
In the access.log file, exactly. So that's what this grep is telling the computer to do now. So so in their own case, they did it, they carried it out, they did the grep to find this IP address in the access.log file. And then if you look at their result now, because after the computer did it, went through the whole process. Emerald, send me a message, all right? Or try refreshing. I think you click something you're not supposed to click. So now, if you look at the result that came back from it, look at the IP address. It's starting the line. It starts the result. Are you saying? So because this IP address was there, that is why the computer returned it to them. See, look at that. All right. So now we're going to try the grep command by ourselves. I already answered this yesterday. Let's see. Okay, now they say we should the question they gave us, they said we should use grep on our access.log file to find a flag that has a prefix of THM. And we said it in the very first class that we had. In the very first class we had, I told you guys what a flag was. I believe it was in that class. I told you that a flag is just a text, all right? That you come across that word, that terminology, flag, a lot in hacking and in cybersecurity. But what it simply means is text. It's a text. Just look for a text. I would ask you, look for a text that contains THM. Okay? A prefix, not a prefix, is from English language now. It's part of the word, but in the first part, but if you don't understand it, just know that we're looking for a flag that contains this word here, THM. Okay, and we're looking for that flag in the access.log file using the grep command. So let's attempt it here now. So in our terminal, we can try it grep. What are we looking for? What they say we should look for? Something that has THM, right? So grep means we should to find, right? Find what we want to look for? THM, right? Now if you look at it, they put theirs in a is between inverted commas. So let's put our one in between inverted commas. Okay, just like that. Then in the access.log file, right? Access.log. We'll just press enter. And now, so this is our command here. Grep THM access.log. Look for THM in the access.log file, right? And so from the next line to this third line here is our results. How do I know that that's where the result ends? because here is where we can input our next command, right? So this is where the result ends. Now, if you look at this main, there's a lot of text here. There's a lot of things that came outside. What we're looking for is one that is a word that has THM attached to it, right? And look at the THM is even in a different color, so that I can catch your eye. So the answer to that question here is THM access. So you can just input the answer there and it's correct. So is that clear? So that we can make progress.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, so the others, is it clear? The others, is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
All right. Emerald, I've not seen your message. Oh. Don't want to follow along again. All right, so moving on, let's quickly run over. I think that today won't take too much time. So let's use shell operators next. Okay. So in mathematics and in computer science, you must have used these things. The and, this is actually called ampersand, right? In double ampersand. Let me type it for you guys here. Ampersand. That is the name of that icon that looks like this. All right. So then there is this, we call this one the redirector in cybersecurity. The redirector, okay. So what this redirector do? This redirector has two functions. It has two functions basically. We'll use them, then you will understand the function. Then this is, you can see it's also the redirector, but it's two of it. Now, this redirector, if you read what you wrote here, they said what it does for you is that it takes the output. It takes the output from a command and directs it to another place. All right. In this other case, this double redirector, what it does is that instead of replacing what was in the other place, it will add to what was in the other place. Now, that may not be very clear, but let's just use examples to understand how it works. So in the last class, I explained to them, we did examples rather of this, of this, of this. Okay, yes, of just those two. Then I gave assignment for you guys to do this other two here. And I mentioned that it's going to be part of your CA. So that is going to be part of your CA. All right. You will still do this one by yourself now. We'll do this other two. Then you go and with remaining time on your terminal, you do the first two. Okay. So yes, let's do an example. So currently on my screen now, I want to show you a command. It's called clear, CLEAR. If you want your terminal to, like, maybe your terminal is looking too cluttered, it's looking cluttered, you want to declutter, right? There's too many things. There are too many things on your terminal, for instance. So you want to just reduce it to only as if it's fresh. It's as if it's fresh, but you don't want to start a new terminal. All you can just do is this clear command. Just type clear on your terminal, press enter. Look at that. All right. So that is something on the CA. Okay, it's for you to get your certificate by the end of the class. You know, it's a free training, but by the end of the training, if you want to get our certification, you participate in this program, then you're going to need to pass the assessment I will give to you guys. All right. So there will be a final assessment, but this assignment I'm giving you is part of it. Meaning you have to do this one to get about 30%. Then the remaining final assessment is 70%. So the overall, you need to score at least 70% in your total score over 100 for you to get our certificate. Yeah, of course, I will drop the assignment on the group at the end of the class. So let's make progress. So now I want to practice this. We want to practice this redirector. I want to use the redirector. Okay. Now, in the example they gave us here, they use this redirector. Now, remember they said the redirector, what it does is that it will take the output of a certain command and put it somewhere else. So in this case, they use, in this example they give us now, the command reads echo hey redirector welcome. Now what this means is echo hey, then this redirector here means take the results of this command echo hey and put it into a file called welcome. That is simply what it means. Okay. Remember when we said echo, the echo command, who can remind me what echo does? What does echo do?
Echo
Who
is
can
a
remind me?
command line that you can use to repeat maybe like a word or something. So if you say like echo a name, it says that name automatically.
Okay, yeah. Now you said that's correct. All right, that's correct. The only thing is you said echo is a command line. That no, echo is a command, not a command line. Okay. Now, and let me just clarify that now. This whole interface here, where we are inputting our text, this whole place like this, everything here is our command line. It's actually everything there that's our command line. All right. So this whole thing here like this now is a command. Does it make sense? Then even just this word is also you can also call it a command. But when we say command line, because you're going to meet different interfaces like this, all right? You're going to see different interfaces like this. Now, if you open your Kali Linux, I don't mean on TryHack me, I mean your own Kali Linux on your system. If you open it, you will see a terminal. You can start your command line there. Because if you click on your terminal, this kind of black interface will come up. So this black interface that comes up is your command line. All right. Now in the computer you are currently using, right, your Windows, you can in the search bar there, or no, just go to the Windows icon. You know the Windows icon now that's at the everybody knows the Windows icon. You know the Windows icon that your start button. That Windows icon that if you keep your cursor on it, it shows start button. Now go there. If you right click, I want you to just right click. You will see something. You will see Windows PowerShell. If you look at you see a list of things that will come out. You see Windows PowerShell. You can click on it. Click on Windows PowerShell. If you click on it, you will see this kind of black interface will come up again. It will also pop up here. This kind of black interface to come up. Meaning, what I'm saying is, now your might be bluish because it's the PowerShell. We open the command terminal as well. So your own now, you see it will load. You see it will look just like this one that we're using. You see there's space for you to also put in your command. Has anybody trying it? Just try it and see. I want you guys to try it now. Another thing, another way, go to you can close the PowerShell if you've done that. In your search bar, just type CMD like this. Type CMD in your search bar on your Windows. Type CMD. You see something there will show command prompt. Click on it. Your Windows terminal will come up. Have you seen it? Has anybody seen it?
Yeah, I've seen mine.
All right. So let's make progress for the sake of time. So you can see that that's the reason why this is a command line, because you see you use different types of command lines. Okay. When you later when we do SSH, I will do my best to make sure we do SSH before the assessment, the final assessment, because SSH is quite interesting. Anyways, when you SSH into another computer, which is when you want to use your terminal, when you want to use SSH rather, you're going to use your terminal to log into another computer. So from this terminal you are seeing, what I'm saying now is that from this place you are seeing here, this terminal, you can actually log into another person's computer. All right. So this is a command line. Then these are commands. Echo is a command. Cat is a command. So let's make progress. So now in this case, this command here is saying echo here for us. Meaning if we just do echo here, let's just do it. Echo here, what will happen? It will just tell us here, right? But now we don't just want it to tell us here. We want it to take this here that is supposed to tell us and go and put it inside a file. In the example they gave us, we want you to put it in the welcome file. Now, remember, where we are, if we do list, if we list the files that are here, there is no such thing as a welcome file here. Look at it now, there's no welcome file, there's only access.log file. The rest are folders. So if we do echo here, welcome, it means there is no welcome file for this our redirector to even put it inside. Is that a problem? Does it mean we need to create the welcome file first? Maybe. Let's try. Let's try it like that without creating the welcome file first. All right. So let's just press enter. Let's see what will happen. It didn't show anything. I press enter, nothing shows. So let's just list again and see what happened, if anything happened. Look at that. It created the welcome file for us. It created the welcome file for us. But how do we know if this here output now is inside there? How do we know if this here command now is inside this welcome file? How can we, who knows the command we can use to check?
I think we will cut welcome, like we'll cut the welcome file.
Cat welcome, exactly. So you use cat, which means to bring out all the contents of the file. Welcome. Look at that. So it showed us that what is inside the welcome file is what? Hey, look at it. All right, so we did not have to create the welcome file first. So let's say, okay, we wanted to create the file first. How can we create a file? I don't think I've shown you guys. So let's just use this opportunity. If you want to create a file, let's first delete. Let's first delete this file here, the welcome file, so that we can recreate it. All right. Please hold on. Give me a minute. Okay. Oh, that. So yes, let's delete this welcome file so that we can create it by ourselves and then use this command. Use the echo, right? The echo and the redirect to put hey inside it. So the command we use to delete a file is rom remove. Okay, so let's do it. Let's try. Rom welcome. Let's see what happens. Nothing. So ls and see. Look at that. It has removed the welcome file, right? So it has deleted it. So rom, this rom stands for remove. Rom is the command you use to delete files. Okay, so now we want to create it. We want to create a welcome file by ourselves. Yes, we know that this echo command like this can help us create a file to jump one step. But let's assume we wanted to take it. We'll do touch. Touch is the command to create files. Okay, touch, welcome. So touch, let's see. Touch is the command to create. So let's do ls and see what happens. Look at that. It has created the welcome file for us. You know, this one we just created now, this touch welcome will not have this here inside it too. So you know, let's cut it and see. Cut welcome. Nothing's inside it. So you can see there's nothing inside. The reason there's nothing inside, you know why now? Is because we deleted our first one that had something inside and created our own. All right. So that's why there's nothing inside this one we just created now. Okay, so now that we've practiced creating and deleting of files. We've created a welcome file already, right? Look at it. Just to ls, you'll see that we've already created the welcome file, which is we just created now. And there's nothing inside this welcome file. So now let's use this, our echo here and the redirector command to put here inside this welcome file that we've already created. So let's, what we do there is the same command. We just type echo hey welcome. Okay, it seems I made a mistake. So you press, no, I just, instead of retyping everything, I just pressed up on my keyboard. And it brought back the previous command. I told people in the last class that you can use the arrow keys to bring back previous commands. Look at that. By just pressing up or down on your keyboard, you can bring back the previous commands that you've typed in your terminal in a particular session. I said in a particular session, but if you close your terminal, then you say what? Because if you close this if you close the terminal now and you open it afresh and you press and you start using the up and down arrow key, nothing is going to work. So let's enter. Let's check it now. So we'll just cut the welcome file. And look at it. Here is now currently inside our welcome file. All right. Is that clear?
Yes, it's clear.
All right. So let's now I want to add something. Let's assume there's here in our welcome file. I want to put hello. Let's add hello to it. Now that is where you find the difference between this and this. All right. If we use this thing to try and add hello, this one here, this one we've been using since the redirector, what it will do is that it will remove here, to replace it. It will replace what is already inside the file with the new thing you're trying to put there. So it will replace here with hello instead of adding hello to here. But if you use this other one here, it will add it. So let's just try the two and see the difference. So let's echo hello into our file. Right? Now I said if it's a single redirector, it's going to do what? It will replace it. So let's press enter and see what happens. So cat welcome. And look at that. Now there's no longer here in our welcome file, only hello that is there. But when we cut it, it shows only hello. There's no here again because we use this single one. So let's try the double one. Let's cut here into the. Now currently it's only hello that is inside the file, right? It's only hello that is in our welcome file. All right. So let's echo here into it and see if we can have both here and hello. Now I want to try and see. Okay, now I made a mistake. To do it like this now, to see go and change. To change this hello. To change this hello to become here. So let's make it to director. Like this now. Now that since here is two redirector symbols, it will add this here to what is already inside the welcome file instead of using it to replace it. So if you press enter, I will cut the welcome file now. Oh, we get. Look at it. Now there is hello, which was what was already there, and here has added to it. Hey, look at it. This here that we just put. So let's just practice one more time. Let's try echo high. Let's echo high into it like this. What will happen? Let's cut it and see. Oh, I made a mistake. Now this is telling me that I made a mistake, that there's no such file as what I typed. So if I press up, my previous command comes up and you see my spelling was wrong. Instead of welcome, I wrote welcome. So let's add C there. Enter, cut it. That it. There's the hello now. There's hey and there's hi. So we can just keep adding things to the file. You can add a full paragraph. You can literally add a full paragraph to it. Okay. So to cut it, look at it. There's hello, there's hey, there's hi, there's a full paragraph. Right, but if we want to clean everything now, just put only our name or just put only goodbye inside there and just echo goodbye. And instead of using two now, we'll just use only one to the welcome file. And by the time we cut it, and see everything has changed everything that was here and replaced it with just goodbye. So that's the end of today's class. Any questions? So your assignment is to go and read up how to use these two files, or these two commands rather. This and this ampersand and double ampersand. You practice it with the example they give you here. Ask ChatGPT to explain it. Practice it. Look at it here. And just copy. You can literally just copy everything here like this from here to here and paste in ChatGPT to explain it for you. Then practice. Again, to also give you how to practice it. All right. Then you answer the questions that are here. These are the questions this is your assignment. Answer these questions. So there are 3 questions here. 1, 2, 3. Each of these is 10 marks. So you answer it. Then the deadline for the submission is actually by the end of our classes. So it's not next week. It's by the time we finish everything for this beginner class. All right. So yeah. So any questions? So in the absence of any question, we can call it a day. So Emerald, I will be expecting your message. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.